Top 3 posts for this exam would be Income Tax Inspector, Central Excise Inspector, and External Affairs Assistant. You know what income tax inspector do? They normally he not only go to write, but also he maintains and keeps record of everything, and there are desk job and also field job in it. And regarding the central excise, there is again a desk job who will he will keep checking daily what are the goods which are coming in. If I talk about the field work, then he will be go and check the goods, and he will sign that report, and then the goods will be transferred from one state to other state. This is the basic duty which he does. And the third is external affairs assistant. So what he does is he actually maintains a mutual understanding between the two countries and the head office of each and everything which are in Delhi only. So now let's talk about the interesting part, which is exam pattern. So before moving further, as I already did a UPSC video, if you haven't known, just please check it out. The link will be coming here, and even in that video, I have mentioned that the exam pattern of UPSC, which is only a three stage, which is prelims, mains, and personality test. But regarding SSC, we have a four type system. But even you can say like there is no interview in this process. I don't know why, because normally interview should be there, but there is no interview for this process. So let's get into exam pattern. So now this is the exam pattern I have written. This is a four tier exam pattern, and in the tier 1 you will have numerical aptitude, English comprehension, general reasoning, and general awareness. The paper would be of 2 hours of duration, and each section varies of 550 marks, and on 200 marks. The paper would be for 200 marks, and everything will be MCQs. You just need to tick the MCQs. But the time limit would be only 2 hours, so you have to be fast enough. You have to keep practicing daily to get that speed and precision. And now let's go to tier 2. If you are qualified in tier 1, you'll of course promoted to tier 2, and again in the tier 2 the same story will be there. You will have to write 4 papers here, but not one, and each carries of 200 marks. And 200 marks is not a joke at all, and for each paper you will be getting 200 marks maximum. So this is the thing I have wrote here, the syllabus: quantitative aptitude, English comprehension, statistics, and finance and economics. And regarding finance and economics, they will be asking you the general GK questions regarding the finance. What is the economy of our country? What are the economy, like where we stand in the world in the finance position? So this type of the question which will be asked in this section. And total, as I said, total it would be 800 marks, and all are MCQs here. And it is 4 papers, 2 hours each paper. And yeah, let's go to tier 3. If you have again qualified in tier 2, you will be get promoted into tier 3. So normally at the tier 2 they will see the cumulative sum of both scores of both tier 1 and tier 2. If the score if you got cleared that mark, then you will be promoted to tier 3. And now in tier 3 it is only 60 minutes of exam, which is again not I can say it's not hard or easy. It is in a medium level. It is a 60 minutes of subjective paper you have to write there. And what you will be asking is they will be giving questions of to write letters, emails, and also some extra stuff. Or if you have any syllabus copy, he will be mentioning each and everything. You can go and go through it. Normally this test is taken to check the proficiency in the language. What is your vocabulary? What is your state of your language? It can be Hindi, English, or any other languages. But this exam is again a compulsory. And again in tier 3, if you got selected based on 3 exams cumulative score, you'll be promoted to tier 4. And now generally there is no interview. I don't know why. And in tab 4 you have data entry test. First of all, what is data entry test? It's nothing like you will be given a script, you have to type in the computer, and in half an hour you have to type the given description in time. If you are very slow, then you will be failing this exam. Again, computer proficiency is similar to that exam. Both are related to each other. Because they both require computers and you have to type in that. And after this process, the same time you also have to take your certificate for verification. The certificates should be, of course, 10th class, 12th class, and also graduation certificate, and that certificate will be verified at this time. So this is the whole lot process: Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4. After all this, after clearing all this, you will be listing in a merit list, and according to your rank, you will be asked you to select income tax, central excise, external affairs, and there are many other things. According to your rank, you will be getting that job. Now, I have mentioned only 3. There are actually so many, but these are the top 3 things people take as a choice. And yeah, there are also some jobs for it doesn't need any Tier 4. It doesn't require any Tier 4 jobs, like statistics, junior scientist in statistics. It doesn't require any Tier 4 around here. They will be okay with the Tier 3 itself. And there are again jobs which doesn't require Tier 2 here. They can directly jump to Tier 3. So there are many things like that. So I was telling Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4 in respect to these jobs mostly, most probably. And before finishing this video, I want to talk about what you'll be getting by going into these jobs. What are the special for? They are government jobs, of course, and you know the benefits of a government job, which is job safety, salary increment, social status, and work-life balance. These are the things you can easily get in this type of jobs. But if you are working privately, then you may not have a work-life balance, because sometimes you have to work for more hours. And the social status, of course, it is a government job, and if one guy comes and says, and I am a income tax officer, there is again a small type of respect among him. Social status, everyone starts respecting him. Salary increments, of course, as the cost of living increases, by the same way our salary increments would be there. And at last, job safety, of course, is 100% job safety in government side. And that's all for today's video, and I'll be back with a new video with a new exam after BTech. So until then, if you just a minute, if you like this video, please like this video, because this gives me a motivation to do more videos like this. And thank you. If you are there until this point of time, then hands up for you, because SSC is the exam which many people don't know about. That they only say UPSC. Yeah, UPSC is a good thing, but this is a secondary thing. That would be, if UPSC would be a primary, then it would be secondary. You shouldn't miss any chance here. So thank you.
Yeah. My hands steady, I feel ready, but my legs heavy, I don't get it. How come I haven't hit it already? Still working, I'm still learning, I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit.